Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Amy and this is Thrift Adventure. Today I have another ship with me video. It is Monday, September 23rd, and I'm shipping out sales from over the weekend. In these videos, I go day to day and I share all the different things that I'm shipping out. So you want to be sure to watch all the way to the end because I always have interesting and unique items, and hopefully you can learn some new things to keep your eyes out for when you're out thrifting. So the first item that sold is this really pretty vintage rhinestone necklace. It's clear and black rhinestones. I'm a sucker for these vintage pieces. This is probably from the 1950s or 1960s. They don't typically sell super quickly or for a lot of money, but when I see them at yard sales and estate sales, I still pick them up if they are affordable. This ended up selling for $40 and I paid $5 for it. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $27. I'm just fine with that. You know, if I can move these pieces on to someone who will wear them and enjoy them, or if it's a collector or another seller, I'm just fine with that. You know, just to keep them out of the landfill and to go to someone who will enjoy them. That is really what I want. So let's see, will this kind of fold up like this? I think that is fine like that. Anything I can do to keep my costs down and reduce wastes, I will do that. Okay, the next sale was this really pretty pair of Silpata earrings. That's the brand, and these are made from lapis. You can see they're really pretty cobalt blue color, and then they have specks of gold color in them. I thought these were gorgeous. They sold for $50. Some of the Silpata pieces can be collectible and retain a decent value. They don't, in my experience, it doesn't sell super quickly if you want to get a higher price for it. So these took a few months to sell for that $50. And interestingly enough, the day before I got, I think I had these listed at $79 and someone offered me $20 and I counter offered him, and then he came back with $23. And so I added them to a bundle and offered him $55 and told him that was my best price. And that was just because his offers were so low. And then he sent me a message saying that he wanted to buy them for his mother who had dementia and that she would probably lose one. And so that's why he didn't want to pay very much for it. And, you know, I never know whether to, you know, believe what people are saying or not. And, you know, it's too bad that he didn't get to buy these for his mom, but hopefully he can find something, you know, that's a little more affordable to give to her if he thinks she's going to lose something. And, you know, I don't know. What do you guys do in those situations? I decided not to, you know, go down that low. And it's a good thing I didn't, because then a couple days later I got this $50 offer, which I accepted, and I thought that was reasonable. I got these at that $890 estate sale, or the estate sale where I spent $890. So I only paid $3 for these. So that made my profit $37. I think that is great. I'm very happy with that. And the next sale sold to one of you guys. So thank you so much, Christina, for shopping my Poshmark closet and for watching my YouTube videos. She picked up this really pretty pale topaz, blue topaz ring set in sterling silver. It has this oval stone and then channel set stones all around. Really a nice piece. And it sold for $34. Yesterday, I did send out quite a few 30% off offers, and she got that 30% off offer and accepted it. This was also from that $890 estate sale. Let's see, I am out of ribbon. I'll have to add some later. So I only paid $3 for it. So that made my profit $24.20. So thank you again. I always appreciate all of your guys' support so very much. It really means so much to me, and it really keeps me going with YouTube. It really makes it all worth it when you guys leave me kind comments, shop with me, show your appreciation for my videos. It just means a lot to me, so I really appreciate it. Okay, the next item that sold is just this cute little pair of turquoise and coral. It's like mosaic kind of earrings. These, I don't think these are actually sterling silver, just silver tone metal. I'm not sure. I don't remember from my listing, but they ended up selling for $22. I think they were also from a 30% off offer. Maybe not. Maybe this buyer made me an offer. I can't really remember. But I got these in a bag with other jewelry at a yard sale, so I paid less than $1 for them. So that made my profit $16.60. That's kind of what I anticipated with those. Okay, the next item is a pretty great sale. It is this beautiful Patricia Nash bag. It is new with tags. It still has the little covering on it. This I also got from that estate sale where I spent $890. That has been almost 6 months ago now. And it also comes with a long strap, the tag, and the dust bag. And it sold for $80. I think had this not been listed for 6 months already, I don't know if I would have taken $80. But seeing as it's been listed that long, and I think I had it listed for $129 or $149, so I just decided to go ahead and accept that. It is a gorgeous bag. The bags there were priced at $15 a piece, and I think I only have 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 of the bags left to sell. And I don't remember how many I originally got. Let's see, I think I'm going to finish packaging this up off camera. But so I'm ready. I was ready to accept some little bit lower offers compared to what I had them listed at. So that made my profit $49. I think that's great. Not going to complain at all. The next item that sold is a pair of Carhartt pants. These are the heavy duty with the double knee. And this particular style can sell for more than some of the other styles. These sold for $45. And when you look at eBay comps for these double knees, some of them sell for really high prices. I'm not exactly sure which ones are the ones that sell for super high prices, but these had been listed for a little bit more for 2 or 3 months. So when I got the $45 offer, I just decided to go ahead and accept that because I've had some of these pants before and I tried to wait for a high amount and ended up taking over a year to sell. And they sold for $50. So I just took that $45. I paid $9 for these at the Goodwill. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $27. These, however, did not take a terribly long time to sell. A month or 2, maybe. So I think I just had that other pair priced too high. If you know which ones sell for the higher prices and why, we would all love to know in the comments down below so we can keep our eyes out when we are thrifting for the ones that sell for higher dollar amounts. Okay, and the last item that sold on Chairish.com, and it's this really cute little cloisonne mini ginger jar. Just a darling little piece. This is another thing. Cloisonne doesn't typically sell super fast for me, but I love it for some reason, and particularly because this one had this little bird on it. This took a long time to sell, over a year, but it ended up selling for $79 plus a $5 packaging fee. And on Chairish, you can charge that packaging fee, which is in addition to the shipping fee, and the buyer pays both. So my total sales price was $84. I paid $4 for this. So after their fee and my cost of goods, that made my profit $62.62. I'm thrilled with that. If you are interested in more information about selling on Chairish, I have the Chairish Seller's Guide linked in the description box below, and it tells you everything you could want to know about selling on there. I also have my video on how I package breakables linked in the description box below. So if you need help with that, give that a view. Even if you don't need help with that, that is performing really well right now. So if you could give it a click and watch for 5 minutes or so, that would help me out too. So that is it for the weekend. I'm pretty happy with my sales from over the weekend, because last week's sales were not very great. So I'm hoping that this week will be better. As always, if you haven't already and you are interested in this type of content, I would love it if you would subscribe. That way you won't miss any of my future uploads. Also, if you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and comment down below, both those things really help me out. But don't go anywhere. This video will continue with what else I share this week, what else I sell this week, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, it's Future Amy here. It is now Wednesday, October 2nd, and Poshmark just announced the change to its fee structure. And the new fee structure will be based on the dollar amount of the sale, and the seller will pay $1, $2, or $3 plus a 5.99% transaction fee. The buyer will also pay that same fee, $1, $2, or $3 plus a 5.99% transaction fee. Keep in mind that that 5.99% is not just on the sales price of the item. That fee is charged on the sales price of the item, the shipping fee, and the tax. So I don't know what to think about this. I am trying to be positive about it and try and think creatively about how to get around this and encourage buyers to still shop with me. Poshmark did announce that for ambassadors, our shipping fee will be $5.95, and that will be covered by the $2 discount will be covered by Poshmark through the end of 2024. So that's a good thing. Hopefully that will, give buyers encouragement to still shop. Another thing that I'm thinking about doing once that is over is that maybe I will offer discounted shipping automatically on all of my items, possibly free shipping depending on the dollar amount of the item, to encourage the buyer to still shop with me. This is really concerning to me. This is upsetting. I don't know what to think. My initial reaction is that it sucks and that it's bad, but that doesn't mean that it is. Mercari and Depop have already started charging buyer fees, and apparently Mercari's sales and profits are up after doing this. So it doesn't necessarily mean that people will stop shopping on Poshmark. Change is inevitable, and we just have to try and roll with the punches. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If we can all try, and it's okay to vent, but also try and maybe put some positive spin or something positive in your comment so we can all read through and try and take encouragement from each other and hopefully see a good side of this. Of course, a good thing is that our seller fees will be reduced. So that is a positive. I'm going to try and look at that. Also, you know, I'm kind of taking this as my big nudge that I needed to further diversify my business. And I've talked a lot about this over time, that it is important to diversify your business and not have all your eggs in one basket, because you never know what's going to happen with one platform that you sell on. A lot of you have been encouraging me to sell on eBay, and I appreciate that. I just had not been ready, and apparently there's no more time to be ready. I really just need to start diversifying more. I may list more on Chairish. I've been talking about that anyways. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what your plans are. I don't know exactly what to say about this. I'm a little dumbfounded. I almost would have rather that they just raised the seller fee, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. I like the ease of a flat fee and knowing exactly what it is and not having to calculate based on the sale amount. And, you know, if I'm going to have to reduce my listing price to make my listing more attractive to buyers, like I just like simplicity, and this is less simple to me, but that doesn't mean that it is bad. That's all I can think to say right now. Like I said, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I really appreciate your feedback and your thoughts on this. And don't go anywhere. This video will continue with what else I sell. Hey again, it's Wednesday and I've got a few exciting sales to ship out. I also had a couple in-person sales yesterday, which I'm really excited about. So a former customer called and she was looking for some different pieces. She's redecorating and she came in and she bought a pair of end tables. I'll go ahead and insert some photos. I'm sorry, they are not very good. I just snapped them real quick before she left to give you guys an idea of what I sold. So this was a pair of mid-century end tables. They weren't in the best condition, probably needed to be refinished, but they were usable as is, and she was okay with them the way that they were. So I sold the pair of end tables for $350. I had found them at the Goodwill for $10 a piece, so I paid $20 for them. She paid by check, so that made my profit $330. No, credit card processing fees or anything like that, which is always great. And I know her and trust her to take a check from her. She also bought a floor lamp from me. It's like a cool gooseneck floor lamp. And the picture I have of this is really not very good, but it's in there so you can kind of get an idea of what it was. She bought that for $129. I had picked it up at an estate sale for $5, so that made my profit $124. I'm very excited about that. I kind of am low on inventory, so when she made the appointment to come in, I was not sure she was going to buy anything. So having almost $500 in sales just from her is really exciting. And I had the end tables for quite some time, and the lamp not a super long time, but 6 months or so. So I am happy to move those out. Okay, the first sale here is not that great or exciting, but it's actually a little disappointing, but I have had it forever, so I am happy to get rid of it. It is this Madewell purse, and it is, I don't know if this is genuine snakeskin or faux snakeskin. I think it might be faux snakeskin, but it has the scales. I picked this up at a Goodwill for myself, and then I never ended up using it. And so I listed it, and I'm telling you guys, this has been listed over 2 years, maybe 3 years. I'm not sure. I don't know why it didn't sell. I just thought it was really a cool piece. And it did have the tags still attached on the inside. It did not look used. but it sold for $30 and I paid $25 for it. Of course, I wouldn't have paid $25 for this had I been buying it for resale. But live and learn, Madewell just does not really sell as well as it used to for me. It's still, you know, okay, but just not, you just can't get super high prices. So after my cost of goods and Posh fees, I lost $1. Not really, you know, how I wanted things to work out, but when I got this $30 offer, and this had just been sitting there for so long, I just decided to take it because I'm not going to wear it. Clearly, I'm not going to get a higher price for it because I have had it listed for so long and no one has bought it. I don't even know if I got any low offers on this in the past, if I got any offers on it. So it is what it is. It is not sitting on my shelf anymore, and hopefully I can take that money and buy something that I can make a better profit on. Oh, so I was at an estate sale a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if I already mentioned this. There may be a video from that sale coming up, but I got there 4 hours early and I was chatting with some of the other people that were there waiting in line, and we were talking about the lengths that we go to wait in line at estate sales. And I was talking to one of the gals saying we brought water. There was no place to go to the bathroom, so we brought water, but we were only taking tiny sips just to wet our mouth, not so much that it would make us have to go to the bathroom. And we just both totally cracked up because, you know, like being dehydrated to wait in line for an estate sale is what we'll do. And I do think it was worth the wait. You'll see that in an upcoming video if it hasn't already come out. But anyways, I just thought that was really funny. I don't know if you guys do stuff like that or if I'm just really die hard. Okay, so the next item was kind of a surprising sale. It is a Hobo brand suede bag. So suede is very trendy for fall right now. You are seeing it everywhere. But this bag had quite a bit of wear and some dirty marks. It's kind of, there we go. It's kind of hard to see, but I did indicate all of that in the listing. And this sold within about 48 hours of being listed, which I was kind of surprised about. I did price it a little bit lower because of the condition of it, but it sold for $41, which I think is pretty great, especially considering I picked this up at a fill the bag sale. So I paid less than $1 for it. Really great. And it had been sitting in my death pile because I did want to clean it up a little bit before I listed, which I did. And I'm glad I finally cleaned it up and got it listed because it sold quick. So that made my profit $29.78. I think that is great. Really keep your eyes out for suede, brown suede coats and brown suede bags, you know, tan, taupe, any of that kind of family of colors in suede is very trendy right now. I forgot to make up boxes to put my stuff in, so I'm kind of trying to do a balancing act there. Is this pair of Taos. So thank you to whoever told me how to pronounce this. So it's T-A-O-S. And I was thinking it was Taos, but they said it rhymes with mouse. So it's Taos. And it's just this little pair of sneakers. I mentioned before that I've had pretty good luck with this brand, and these were no exception. These were like brand new, looked like they had never worn. They ended up selling for $44. I paid just $3 for these at a yard sale. Made my profit $30.18. I think these might have had discounted shipping. So I've been trying to not say after fees and my cost of goods and any shipping discount on every sale. I think you guys get it, that I am deducting those things to tell you what my profit is. I am not, you know, deducting my rent and electricity and gas and all the other things, just because that would take me far too long to calculate and figure out for these videos. And really the point of these videos is just to share what is currently selling and the amount that it is currently selling for, and, you know, kind of what you could potentially profit on an item if you sold something similar with a similar cost of goods, that type of thing. Okay, so the next thing is a pretty exciting sale. It is this pair of men's cowboy boots, and they are genuine crocodile or alligator, I can't remember, made in Mexico, but I picked these up at the Goodwill, and normally my Goodwill really marks up cowboy boots, especially exotic cowboy boots. But just general cowboy boots, usually they're at least $19.99 all the way up to $39.99, and then sometimes if they recognize that they are exotic skin, you know, then they'll mark them to $50 or something like that. But these were pretty dirty, and I think maybe that's why they only priced them at $9.99. Anyways, they sold for $195. I don't even remember listing them that high. But I think that it was a Google buyer. I think because it was a full price sale, which is always super exciting. So I did spend a fair amount of time cleaning these up to get them, and I don't even think it's this one, but they did still have some marks. The other one had more marks than this. But I really think that was worth it because my profit was $146. Very, very exciting. I've mentioned before that I do pretty well with cowboy boots. Typically, I'll pick up cowboy boots, you know, at estate sales and yard sales rather than at the Goodwill because, like I said, they typically mark them up. I haven't had many cowboy boot sales because I don't have very many listed, but I do have a big pile and they were all dirty and I just need to clean and polish them all, and I just haven't done it yet. I've been pretty lazy about that. Hopefully I get remotivated. I know I've been saying that over and over again, but thank goodness my sales have still been pretty steady. Not tremendous on Poshmark, but enough to get by. Don't go anywhere. This video will continue with what else I sell this week. Hopefully things stay good. So the sofa it's been almost a month. It was delivered. I have not received my funds being released yet. So I will let you know. Hopefully it's supposed to be within 48 hours that they release the funds. So I will let you know when I get my funds. I am eagerly awaiting getting that cash for those. The leather wingback chair is still in transit, but I suspect that it will be delivered in the next week or so too. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey again, it's Friday and I've got a few more things to ship out. A couple higher dollar sales, which I'm pretty excited about. So the first item sold on Chairish, and it is this vintage mid-century magazine rack, and as you can see, it has some really cool atomic details on there. Very iconic mid-century style. I picked this up at an estate sale for $5, and it ended up selling for $150 plus a $12 packaging fee, so a total of $162. Like I said, I paid $5 for it, so after Chairish's fee and my cost of goods, that made my profit $124. I'm super excited about that. It took a while to sell, probably around a year. Most of the pieces like that, a lot of things on Chairish take a while to sell for higher prices. I would guess that I could reduce the prices and sell things quicker, but you never know. I'm just really excited that that sold. The rest of the items sold on Poshmark, and the first item is just this vintage belt, and it is Ralph Lauren made in USA. And initially, I hoped to get a little bit more for this, but after I bought it, I discovered it had some marks on it, and I tried to get them out, and it kind of discolored it a little bit in that spot. I don't know how to say it. It's really not very noticeable, but this buyer offered me $15, and I just went ahead and accepted it. I don't think at that point I had any sales in the last couple of days, so I wanted to get my, you know, kind of the momentum going on Poshmark. So I just accepted that. I paid about $3 for this. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $9. Nowhere near, you know, the 100 and some of that other item. But I have a ton of belts, and I am ready to move some of them out. Oh, so I am also going to be having a sale in my closet. I haven't decided like the dates exactly, but when this video comes out, it definitely will start then. So 40% off all clothing items only at this point. Not shoes, bags, handbags, or jewelry. I will be motivated to take reasonable offers still on other items. Of course, my higher dollar jewelry, I will not be as flexible on, but everything else, I will consider offers. I've been really motivated by watching Lori Tata's video about downsizing her inventory. And I have over 1,100 items listed on Poshmark and a ton more to list. So I would like to move out some old inventory. So if you see something that you like, feel free to make me an offer. For the clothing, if you don't want to make me an offer and you want to just add it to a bundle and put YouTube in the comments, then I'll send you a 40% off offer for the piece of clothing. The next item that sold is this pair of shoes, and they are, the brand is Decode. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but does this ever happen to you guys? The other day on Wednesday, I was pulling a pair of shoes that had sold, and I saw these and I touched them and I was like, I wonder why these haven't sold yet. They're pretty cool. And here you go. They sold for $44. I think there was discounted shipping with these two. I paid $6 for these. So that made my profit $29.20. These haven't been listed like a super long time or anything, but I just thought they were kind of interesting. I think this brand is like a comfort shoe brand, but they have interesting kind of vintage looking styles. And that's mainly why I picked them up because of the style and the fact that they were comfort shoes. I do often pick up comfort shoes that are in good condition because a lot of times they retail for really high prices. And so I'm sure there are people out there looking to get a good deal on them. My profit was $29.20 on these. And then the next sale is a pretty exciting sale. It is this vintage LA Lakers kind of, what do they call it? Letterman's jacket. And if I remember correctly, I think this was Magic Johnson's number. There you go. I have had this listed forever and a day because I had it listed really high. There is the brand name. I think I had it listed at like $229 or $249. And over time, sorry, my paper about fell off there. Over time, I have gotten offers for it, but I think the highest offer I had gotten was $100. And I didn't want to sell it for that amount at the time. So I got this offer for $150 the other day, and I decided to go ahead and take it. I am ready to move this on, and I only paid $12 for it. So I have had decent luck with vintage sports jackets, particularly these like bomber style. So if you see, you know, vintage jackets like this, I would definitely give them a look up and look at the brand name in addition to the fact that, you know, the team name, because sometimes, or a lot of times, with these vintage sports items, the brand that manufactured the item is almost as important or collectible as the team or player. I think maybe this brand wasn't as collectible, and that's why it took longer to sell. But I am happy to finally find it a new home, and hopefully they love it. So, like I said, it sold for $150. I paid $13 for it at the Goodwill, so that made my profit $107. I'm really happy with that. I wish it would have sold sooner. Maybe I should have taken that $100 a while ago, but whatever, it's gone now. So last week I had kind of a slower week, as I mentioned, but I quickly checked my stats. So on Poshmark, my seller tools, and then what is it, my earnings or something like that. And you can compare to the previous year. And for September, I am already about 10 to 20% over what I sold last year. And it is September 27th. So we're almost through September. But I am still up over last year, which makes me super happy. So every month except for 2, which I think was August and February, I exceeded my sales for over last year, which makes me very happy. I am up on Chairish as well. I haven't really tracked that as well as Poshmark, but it seems that sales are up. And if you guys are shopping with me, as always, I really, really appreciate it when you guys do that, but you are in no way obligated to do so. But I think that's why maybe my Poshmark sales are a little bit better than some other people's. And not that they're amazing or anything. I know other people are selling way more than me. But I do think that YouTube has something to do with my sales being up. So if your sales are slower, try not to beat yourself up. I think a lot of people are struggling on Poshmark. I have more sales. I will come back tomorrow. If not, I'll have T-Bird or Millie do an outro. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be right back, hopefully. Hey again, I did end up having a couple more sales, but I had something come up on Saturday and I wasn't able to ship. So I'm just going to ship those with next week's sales, or the sales from the rest of the weekend. So my total sales for the week, it turned out to be a pretty great week. My sales were $1,515. I'm really excited about that. My total cost of goods was $131, so more than 10 times my money. And my total profit after cost of goods, fees, and any shipping discounts was $1,171.58. I exceeded my $1,000 per week profit goal, so I'm also very happy about that. I had a total of 17 sales, which made my average sale price $89.11. I think that's wonderful. That made my average cost of goods $7.71. And my average profit per sale, $68.92. All of those are excellent statistics in my opinion. I do have a little clip of Millie at the park doing doing a trick. That's my favorite trick that she does. And hopefully I'll get some T-Bird footage to put in after this too. As always, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below. All those things really help me out. And I will see you guys all next week. Thank you so much for watching.
Really? Hey, smell this? Millie. Bang. Bang. Millie. Bang. Good girl. Can you do it again? Bang. Bang.
T-Bird is getting ready to go to bed, but I promised you guys that she would come on here today and make an appearance. It's been, what has it been? Just a week since she's been on. Oh, there she is, telling you guys to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, 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 subscribe. Thumbs up. Always right on cue, huh, T-Bird? Can you say thank you for watching, everyone? Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys all again next week, and maybe T-Bird will too.